Hello, this is the Daily Forex Report for August 8th. We are looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair first. This pair continues to move to the downside. Did close down on this previous Friday's close, broke new lows as well, broke through support. We are looking for this to continue to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as low as 86.60, possibly as low as 84.43. Look for some resistance around 86.00 and look for some support around 84.75. Okay, now looking at the Euro USD pair, this particular pair closed higher Friday, closed up. Definitely looking for it to move to the upside. This pair, look for it to go potentially as high as 134.54, possibly as low as 130.72. Look for some resistance around 133.32 and look for some support around 131.15. Okay, let's take a look at the pound US dollar pair. This pair closed just right at previous resistance, but still moving to the upside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 161.41, possibly as low as 157.47. Look for some resistance around 160.25 and look for some support around 158.15. Now the US Swiss, this particular pair closed lower during Friday's market action. Didn't close below previous support, but did break through it temporarily before pulling back up. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 105.70, possibly as low as 102.26. Look for some resistance around 105.00 and look for some support around 103.25. Now, as far as news announcements go, we have the Bank of Japan releasing their interest rate decision at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Consensus is they're going to hold rates at 0.10%. Now, as far as what I'm looking at, if you take a look at the U.S. or the U.S.-Japanese yen pair, this particular pair has created a swing trade opportunity to the downside. That is again where we have, and let me zoom back in real quick, where we have created a trend line off of 3 bars, the middle bar having in this case, a higher high than the bar before it and the bar after it, and a higher low than the bar before it and after it. It's created a trend line. You could take this, which is considered a pivot low because the previous bars were above this low. It has been broken through once before, but you could take a short off of it and go down and try to take out, basically, let me put this horizontal line here, basically grabbing about 40 or 50 pips to the downside. So this is a little bit different setup than normal, but you can definitely take that one. Now, looking at the Euro USD pair, this one has also created a swing trade to the upside, swing trade opportunity over the past 3 bars, looking for it to move even further up. Now, the pound has also created a swing trade opportunity over the past 3 sessions. You may be asking yourself, how do I determine when to get out of this thing? Well, let's take at the pound, for example. Go to the pound, jump up to the week time frame, go ahead and back out a little ways. That may be a little much. There we go, that's probably a little bit better. Where's the next level? You know, this is our line right now. Where's the next area of support or resistance that we had that was pretty close? This would be one that I would look for. Possibly even right here would be even a little bit better. Let me go ahead and draw the trend line, or my horizontal line rather. If you notice, we have a session here that had support fairly close here with support here and here, here, and resistance here. So along this line we have areas of support and resistance through time that could basically help us identify a potential place to exit. Now if you switch back and go to the daytime frame and zoom back out, or zoom to the front of the chart rather. There's our blue line. Well, let's go ahead and draw our trend line now. And a break of the trend line will get us into the trade, and we go up 172 pips to exit. So this is a potential trade. You could look to go ahead and buy, move up to this point, and go ahead and exit the trade. And depending on what market action does, you could put your stop loss right below this area, which was the open of this week. Plus, we had previous area right here of resistance that could now be support. So this would be a great place to go ahead and put your stop loss. Nice thing about that is your risk to reward is really pretty good. You got about 70 pips to the downside for a good place to put your stop loss, and 170 to the upside. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.